Decisions, decisions, decisions. I wonder how many decisions we make each day. I wonder how many decisions we process, we evaluate, we act upon, and then we execute. There are a multitude of decisions that we make all the time. And there are some decisions that are just inconsequential, that should be quick. I know my wife, Joni, she doesn't like when I ask her what I should eat for a meal because she just thinks that that's not the end of the world. It's not earth shattering. It's not the stakes aren't great. She thinks I'm well capable enough to choose. Should I have cereal or eggs for breakfast? Should I make a turkey sandwich or have leftovers from the night before for lunch? So there are some decisions that shouldn't take a lot of time, like who I'm going to root for in the Super Bowl in a couple weeks. That should not be a hard and heavy and long thought out, long drawn out decision. But there are other decisions we make all the time. Just they're life decisions. They're important decisions. There are decisions about our jobs. There's decisions about where we live. There's decisions in taking care of elderly parents. There are decisions with our children and where they go to school or what extracurricular activities they do. There's a lot of big time decisions. Choosing insurance providers. There's so many decisions that are big time in life. And right now, there are some decisions that are at the forefront. The decision for some of will they get the vaccine or not? The decision for some of do I send my student back to on campus learning or do they continue with remote learning? And again, there are decisions that we have to wrestle with. And for me, I've always said it's not when the decisions where one is a good thing and one is a bad thing that are tough. That's easy. When one thing is obvious and the others aren't, that's easy. It's when you're brought with a decision where two things both have merit, both have positives, both have risk, but they both are equal in terms of they're good. It's good and good, or they there's reasons on both sides. That's where it gets tough, and that's where when we make a decision, we definitely want to hear from the Lord. Again, not we don't have to ask God what we're eating or who we're rooting for the in the Super Bowl, but we do need to process these big time decisions in life and the big time decisions that are happening right now. So I wanted to share with you three things I do when I make decisions, three things that I do, and the process by which I go about in making a decision. First, let me say that when I counsel people or talk to people who are at a crossroads or who are knocking on a door or who are seeking a breakthrough, I generally say that 99% of the decisions we make are not a life or death in that moment decision. So there's times to do these three steps. So let me share these steps with you. First, I want to go to the scripture. I want to go to the word. does the Bible say something about this decision I'm going to make? Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 is one of the most well known verses in all the Bible. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. So, the first thing I want to do when I'm making a decision is I want to put that decision to the test by seeing what God's word says about it, seeing what Jesus says about it. And I want to look at God's word. And there are some things in God's word that are super clear. There are going to be other things that are implied or other things that, how do I interpret that in today's world? So the first thing is to go to God's word with the decision I have to make. And after I do that, the second thing I do is I'm going to seek some counsel. I'm going to talk to people I trust and respect and who I know want God's best, who want the best for me and who love and fear God. So I'm going to talk to people who I consider to be wise and God-fearing, and I'm going to ask them their view on it. I'm going to ask them to pray about it. In Ephesians 5:21, it says, submit to one another out of reverence to Christ. So after I've looked at the word, I also want to process it with one or two other people to get their perspective, to get their thoughts, to see if they have a different viewpoint or vantage point of what I'm processing. Because that is also helpful because not only does the Bible say there's wisdom in a multitude of counsel, but I may be too emotionally invested. I may only be seeing one aspect of the decision, and I might be blind to the other areas. So it's great to have someone else speaking into it. And obviously, the third thing is to pray. that we just need to pray. We go to God's word, we go to others for wisdom and counsel, but we go to God, we go to prayer. We take that thing to prayer. And in Psalm 143:10, it says, the psalmist says, "Teach me to do your will, O Lord, and may your good spirit lead me on level ground." Teach me to do your will, and may your good spirit lead me on level ground. That sounds like Jesus' prayer in the garden, doesn't it? Father, I pray that this cup would pass from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours. Jesus surrenders his will for the Father's. He wants to make the decision of decisions in that garden. So, again, when you're making a decision, three things: go to God's word, see what the word says about it. Go to someone you trust, ask for their counsel and perspective. And third, take it to prayer so that God's will could be made known. The decisions we can give to our God, who will lead us and direct us in good paths.